to scale my pressure washing business until I make $100,000 profit. Today I'm making some returns, upgrading to a water-fed pull system, and training my first employee. So as you guys know, I recently built out my pressure washing skid in my truck bed a few weeks ago. From that, I had a ton of stuff that I didn't end up using. So I started off my day by heading over to Home Depot to return a bunch of items. After about 2 hours of getting everything sorted out, I got $494.02 back in returns. After that, I headed back home and did some research on the water-fed pull system. I realized that the water in my town and surrounding towns is actually under 100 ppm, which means I don't need a full $2,000 RODI system. So instead, I picked up a DI tank for $160 and a water-fed pull for $178.16 off of Amazon. And that included the brush, hose, quick connects, and everything I needed. And once I got everything set up, I loaded it into my truck, and me and my driver headed over to my first job of the day. This job had over 60 windows and was huge. If I was using a traditional mop and squeegee, this probably would have taken me over 5 hours. I started off by hooking up to the customer's water spigot, and after getting that done, I set up the water-fed pull system and got started on the first few windows. And honestly, within the first 5 minutes, I could already tell how much faster this was. I started off on just the front of the house, getting all the high windows, lower ones as well, before moving over to the sides, and then eventually finishing up on the back. I also made sure to scrub down and clean all the frames and sills as well. Once everything was done, I collected my payment of $399, and the entire job took me only about 2 hours. After that, I headed home for a quick lunch break before getting back in my truck with my driver and heading over to my second job of the day. I recently found a full-time technician that might be interested in working for me off of Indeed, so this was his trial day to see if he'd be a good fit. We started off by putting on the shoe covers and going inside to remove all the window screens. And then after removing all the screens, we went back outside and I set up the water-fed pull system and taught him how to use it. I cleaned the front of the house to show him exactly how to do it, and then he handled the rest, and he did an amazing job. We finished the entire house in about 2 hours and then went back inside and reinstalled all the screens. I made $300 on that job, and since today was Friday, it was also payday, so I paid my technicians for the trial day and paid my driver for helping out in the past couple weeks. Overall, it was a super busy and successful day, and make sure to follow for day 9.